Hi guys, I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, and this is another episode of Toy Talk. I talk about all manner of diecast and other toys, so go on and smash the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out. Today's episode is about a specialized bed for handling roll bales of hay, cable reels, and other round, heavy objects. Best of all, this industry is in Harper, Kansas, USA. DewEze Manufacturing Company was formed in 1968 and incorporated in 1974 as a manufacturing company dedicated to manufacturing quality, durable products for the agricultural industry. Today, Harper brand names are DewEze Flatbeds, DewEze Hydraulics, Butler Beds, and Harper Turf Equipment. Work smarter, not harder, was the philosophy that has led to so many innovations throughout society, but most importantly to agriculture. Between back-breaking hard work and labor shortages, agricultural was hit hard, and working harder literally became impossible. Work smarter had to take over, and take over it did. DewEze began production on April 1, 1968, producing the DewEze Haymobile wagon to move small square bales from the field to a flatbed trailer. Certainly it was a new and novel concept. But a new innovation in hay baling came on the scene to make the work smarter instead of harder. It was the round baler. As the popularity of roll bales grew in the 1970s, so did new innovations from DewEze. In 1975, DewEze, who was always looking for new products for handling the new round bales of hay, developed the bale bus, a trailer that was pulled behind a tractor to pick up and haul round bales of hay. In 1976, DewEze took a huge leap forward in hay handling with the introduction of the 265 slide-in unit round bale loader for pickup trucks. With the introduction of the hydraulically powered equipment on the 265 slide-in unit, the farmer became capable of moving 2 round bales at a time and delivering them to his cow feeders without the need to remove the standard pickup truck bed. Talk about work smarter. 1979 saw the introduction of the 2-bale super slicer hay processor. It expanded the hay handling ability of their hay handling line, rotating the bale to slice the bale into a swath and distribute it in the field, making feeding cattle easier. In 1984, DewEze introduced the complete bed replacement for pickup trucks. This bed replacement was composed of a bed and 2 hydraulic operated arms. The arms were designed to pick up and load roll bales. This bed was known as the DewEze Flatbed. 1991 saw big changes for DewEze. DewEze was acquired by the U.S.A. group of Pennsylvania. But that didn't slow down the much needed work smarter innovations DewEze was known for. By 1996, to improve the slide-in bed, DewEze created the 300 and 365 bale pickup flatbeds. These hydraulically operated beds were designed to be installed on a cab and chassis dually pickup trucks. Since then, the hay handling beds have been modified to handle cable reels and other large round objects. Tim Penner, founded Harper Industries as an employee leadership group in 1998 for the purpose of buying DewEze. Then Harper Industries buys DewEze manufacturing from the U.S.A. Group of Pennsylvania in 1998. With his acquisition, Tim brought ownership back home to Kansas for the DewEze brand. Backed by decades of durability, DewEze, now a division of Harper Industries Inc., unveiled its 20,000th bale bed off the line. The first bed was introduced to the market in 1984. To mark this significant milestone, Harper Industries wanted to celebrate with customers, dealers, and employees who have played a key role in making DewEze the industry-leading bale bed manufacturer. They did this by creating a custom-wrapped 2016 Ford F350 crew cab dually with the 20,000th bale bed mounted on it. Incidentally, the bed was a 682 pivot squeeze model. This rig was on display at more than 24 shows, open houses, and field days over a 6-month period, ending with the National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville in 2017. This was your opportunity to meet and greet the DewEze family, learn about how their products can work for you, and interact with their local dealers. This major milestone was culminating in giving away the 20,000th DewEze 682 pivot squeeze bed, complete with a new truck. Also, to commemorate this monumental achievement, DewEze had commissioned SpecCast to make a replica of the wrapped truck in 1/64th scale. And here we go, folks. This is the 1/64th scale Diecast 2018 F350 Ford cab and chassis with a DewEze 682 model pivot squeeze bale bed put on it. This one is wrapped for the DewEze corporate truck, which is the one that they gave away with the 20,000th pivots bale bed. This, granted, they used a 2018 and the real one was a 2016, but this when this model came out was in 2018 to commemorate it, and these were made specifically for DewEze. Note the custom packaging here that has the 20,000th edition pivot squeeze there. It has the DewEze and the information about it. Underneath, note, these are serial numbered. This is number 212 of 300. They only did 300 of the wraps. Then they also did the other trucks, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. We have the stock number of 52600, Ford licensed products, and a little more info there. And on the back, we have some info about this particular collectible right here made for DewEze. Inside the window box, it's in this little 2-piece blister, which holds the truck very nicely. They also made another version of this truck that was just painted in red and black. They did two runs. They did and they had both the pivot squeeze and the parallel squeeze. Now those were not as limited. They did I think 1,000 of each, 1,000 red, 1,000 black on the parallel squeeze and the pivot squeeze. And those were a little bit easier to come by. But this guy here was very hard because of how few there were. And when I sold the other ones, I added in a roll bale so that it looked right. These really needed a roll bale, otherwise it kind of seems pointless. So I included that with each sale of the other ones. Another little note about this guy, it has this little piece here, and that is the gooseneck cover for the beds that you would have an actual flatbed. They mimicked a gooseneck here with a hitch right there. It's kind of got, looks like a little ball down in the well, and then that cover plate would go right on top of it. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, we don't have a gooseneck. Well, the green light gooseneck might actually hook up to that. And here we go, guys. Look at that. Isn't this cool? Look at the fancy job they did on the wrap and the paint job. That is really, really nice. Even covers that back window just like the real one. It has DewEze written there, as you can see. And then it has the 20,000th Bale bed logo right there. It has dually wheels that are chrome plated. Kind of interesting looking dually wheel. But there it is. It has the flatbed. It was a cab chassis when they got it. It has on the front a decal here for the headlights, Tampo for the Ford logo. And then it has a nice chrome bumper and all the rest of the detail. Tipped up, you can see the DewEze bale bed, their 20,000th bale bed logo there. A nice red strut pattern on the hood painted. A nice detailed interior with seats, front and rear, and dashboard, steering wheel, all you need. Also, you can see it has the mirrors on both sides with the little piece to make it look like they have a mirror. On this side, looks very much like the other. It's got the running boards on both sides, which is nice. Clear window there, wrap on that window, logo, duals, the plastic wheels with soft rubber tires on this one. And then we've got the bed back here. I'll turn around so we can see it because that's the cool part of this truck. It has mud flaps that say DewEze here. Look underneath, there's the pivots for the arms, brake lights. There's two on the outside and a white backup light on each side. It says DewEze on the mud flaps, and then it has the pivot squeeze there. Now, these do work. Check that out. It pivots up, and now it would be able to pick up a bale. These arms would fold out, and then they fold in to clamp onto the bale. Pulls it up, and it'll set it on the bed. You can also push that bale forward, pick up a second one, and hold it right in place. Another thing it's got a headache rack up there, and it's got the open spot so you can see, plus the racking, but that's all solid and there's no holes in that part. It's just made to look like it has holes. Flatbed there. You can see how the pivots are. And little gooseneck ball. Now what we'll do is we'll get a hay bale over here. Oh, also these things here would be able to squeeze into the bale and then they would roll as you try to unroll the bale. Now we'll take this, we'll flip it over, like pivot out, and we'll pick up a bale. Don't quite go far enough over, but it's close enough. After all, this is a 64 scale shelf model, not really a toy. And there it is, holding a bale up, and that's how it would pick up a bale. And you could also, you know, pick up and roll with a bale. You would put it onto the bed, right over there, and then you could shove another bale in front of it. It would hold two that way. A lot of weight, that's why you need a dually. And then you would also fold it out and you could drive along and it would unroll the bale once you cut the strings. Or if you were to haul it, poof, you could haul it that way. Isn't that really cool? And there you go, guys. That is the 2018 Ford F350 dually with the pivot squeeze bale bed for DewEze, wrapped up in the fancy corporate graphics that DewEze put on the truck for their 20,000th bale bed promotion that toured around and eventually they gave away. It comes in the special packaging. It's 1/64 scale diecast with some plastic parts, and it was one of 300, so it is very, very limited. These are the items that add real value to your collection. And what do you guys think about it? Would you want one of these in your collection? Go on and let me know down in the comments. Today, Harper Industries continues to innovate and produces new products for the agricultural, turf, and other related industries. Harper Industries continues to make their products proudly in the USA, right there in Harper, Kansas. This little gem that SpecCast made exclusively for DewEze will surely go up, as they were very, very hard to get. For more info on how to make sure your collection grows in value, grab my free report on tips with valuing your collection with a link down in the description below. And also go on and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, and I'll be back soon with more Diecast reviews.